it's like about $500 million business for us. But those customers are very demanding.
Commissioner Miles, will you do the pledge?
So they're all $1 trillion companies. Yeah. They're used to
Okay, I'll just give Virginia 1 second.
know that the big stress I got right now is I don't know if that's the right response, but it'll get busy.
Okay, we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order, and we'll start tonight. This is the Saratoga Springs Planning Commission, Thursday, September 11th, 2025. We'll go ahead and start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and Commissioner Miles will lead us in that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and it looks like we have everyone here tonight, which is amazing. Thank you all for being here. And we're going to move to our next item, which is public input. Time for public input is limited to no more than 15 minutes total. This time has been set aside for the public to express ideas, concerns, and comments for subject matter not listed as public hearing on the agenda. Seeing no public input, we'll go ahead and close public input and move to business items. We'll start with item number 1, Thrive Drive Daycare, major site plan amendment located at 182 East Thrive Drive. Logan Johnson is applicant, and senior planner Roy presented by senior planner Gina Grand Prix.
Says that. There we go. Good evening, commissioners. I am presenting for Austin Roy. He is out of the country at the moment, so this is his application that he has reviewed. And Logan, you can go ahead and come on up. So this is a major site plan amendment. I don't know if you recall the Thrive Drive Daycare that came before the city, the Planning Commission, back in October of last year. And this here is it at 204 East Thrive Drive. The plat amendment must be, so they have submitted a plat amendment, as you can have seen in the staff report. That will need to be recorded prior to the building permit before the building permit can be issued because of this site plan amendment. The applicant is proposing changes to the building footprint and elevations, and the equipment that was on the west side of the building will now be located within the roof, and additional amenities that are proposed to meet gateway overlay streetscape requirements like a bench, bicycle rack, planter bed, ornamental trees. Staff finds the proposal meets all of the requirements of Title 19, including the site design, parking, landscaping, lighting, and signage, which will all need to be a separate permit. So as you can see, there are some changes to the elevations. These here are just the proposed elevations. I don't have a copy of what was previously approved. It looks very similar. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is very similar. We had a different, thank you, Logan Johnson with Right Development. We had the tenant change, so this building is actually about 1,000 square feet smaller, which gave us some more landscaping. We were able to sneak in a couple extra parking stalls, which I know was a concern of the council before. And then we had a really unique HVAC system that was really tall on the west side that caused us to do a large fence. With this new tenant, we put it in a roof well, so we just have normal fencing throughout. So I think on all the hot points that the city was worried about, specifically the council, fortunately the changes I think improve all those. So.
With that, staff recommends that the Planning Commission forward a positive recommendation to the City Council.
Okay, and we'll go ahead and open for commissioner comment. Commissioner Hill?
Logan, it's good to have you back and to see you. I was really impressed with, number one, if you can keep the heating and air conditioning inside, then it doesn't take away from the outside. So I really like that. I don't remember specifically, but I don't see much change in elevation. It looks good. I think, you know, the 3D rendering there, it's going to fit really well into the neighborhood. I go that way quite a bit. A couple of things, you know, staff said it's compatible with the general plan. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the gateway amenities, and you guys, you get 12 points in that and so that's going to look really, really nice. Landscaping looked good. So all in all, the only question that I have is that there was some concern about signs, and we just need to conform, and I know you're going to do that, but I need to ask. That was the only shall comply areas were signs, and you feel comfortable with the shall comply elements of your signs?
Absolutely. We've talked with staff a couple of times about the signage, and it actually had some very bright columns that they typically do. And in talking with staff, they thought that's probably going to be a sign. So as you can see in these elevations, they're just brick columns. So yes, we've been in discussion with staff, and we think that's important. And the reason we didn't is the tenant is very particular about their signs, and they have a specific sign company. But we're confident that we will meet the parameters, and I think that's shown in the elevation here.
Great. Well, thank you. Again, I was impressed when you made your initial presentation, and now you're getting much closer, and that's going to be, it's going to fill that little, going down Thrive down, it's going to fill that in. We've heard a couple of other individuals that are going to be really close to you. It's going to fill that up and look really nice, so thank you.
Scott, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Hill. And seeing no other comment, we'll go ahead and oh my gosh, move it for a vote.
I can go ahead and make a motion. All right, I'll go ahead and make a motion for the major site plan amendment on Thrive Drive for the daycare, submitted applicant Logan Johnson, located at 24 East Thrive Drive. Recommend for approval.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Magnum. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
And we have a second from Commissioner Miles. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hey,
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you. Chair, if I may be so bold. Jack, you don't have a brother named Brent, do you? Okay.
I do. How do you know him?
I just thought it was Brent. I just live in Centerville with him, so.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I thought it was him.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
small world.
All right, and we'll move on to business item number 2, the Saratoga Springs Commercial Plat F, Lot 607, major site plan amendment located at 123 Lake Drive. Thomas Lenhart as applicant and senior planner Gina Grand Prix presenting.
Great. Thomas is here if he wants to come forward. This item is another major amendment. This is located at Plat F, over there in the TJ Maxx Strip Mall. And it is located at 1233 North Lake Drive. This was approved back in October, so again, a year ago. And the tenant, while we were reviewing the tenant improvement for the building permit, tenant improvement building permit for this unit, we noticed that the elevation didn't meet what was approved. And so we requested that because it is an architectural element, it does require a major site plan amendment, and that's the reason it is before you today. The effects of this amendment is to the east end, so the very eastern end unit, and this is Sephora's national branded storefront that they desire. And so the developer is trying to accommodate them. And other than that, we evaluated the elevations as a whole for the entire section of building. And with the changes that Sephora has asked for, it's a very small percentage of colors. They're just swapping some colors from the moonlit aphis to the licorice. And so that's essentially all that's changed. So with that, staff recommends that you take discuss the item and let me know if you have any questions and make your decision.
Okay, thank you. We'll open for commissioner comment. Commissioner Karn.
I just had a question. I see in red in the compliance document that the pending ordinance is listed, but nothing applies in the pending ordinance.
Yeah, because I would have to look at the staff report. My apologies.
Yeah, I think the pending ordinance was around like elevation changes and having the building stick out from the front facade. It was several items around that.
Okay, and I believe this does meet those changes.
Yeah, it just said NA on everything.
Okay.
But it was
I apologize. Yeah, after reviewing all of that, I mean, with recent site plans, this building definitely meets the requirement of that. So my apologies for
The
not,
requirement anyway.
yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think when I did this review, it hadn't been a pending ordinance. So that's why it was NA, because it hadn't been that, so.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Karn. Seeing no other comments, we'll go ahead and hold a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Mann.
I move that the Planning Commission forward a recommendation for approval of the requested major site plan amendment for Saratoga Springs Commercial Plat F, Lot 607, located at 1233 West Lake Drive, with the findings and conditions in the staff report.
Thank you, Commissioner Mann. Do we have a second on that?
I'll second.
We have a second from Commissioner Karn. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that also passes unanimously.
Great, thank you. Long drive, short meeting.
Okay, and we'll move to business item number 3, approval of minutes from August 28, 2025. Do we have any comments on those minutes? Seeing none, I'll hear a motion.
I move that we approve the minutes from the August 28th, 2025 meeting.
We have a motion from Commissioner Hill. Do we have a second?
I second that.
And we have a second from Commissioner Mangum. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 And that also approves unanimously, or any opposed. That passes unanimously as well. All right, and we'll go ahead and close business items and move to reports. And first item on reports is commissioner comments. Do we have any commissioner comments tonight?
I just have one. Just a question. We received an email from a concerned citizen about some pending items on American Fork's agenda. I'm just wondering if our city is working with them or in any communication on their pending change with the front runner station. And if our city has a position on that or any influence.
What specifically were the projects in American Fork?
They're concerned about the relocation of the front runner station.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know that we have been directly involved in that conversation, but we have had some planning efforts that we've been doing over the last couple of years in reviewing options for how we might connect into the front runner, either at American Fork or some other location, well, likely American Fork, but both with trails and roadways and such. Pony Express corridor has been looked at as the most likely connection going through Lehigh and American Fork to make that connection there. And then Pioneer Crossing has been looked at as for widening opportunities and such. So we're very much keyed into what needs to happen to have the west side be connected to that line. But as far as moving the station, that's not something I'm aware of.
Okay, I thought I remember hearing we had reserved the right-of-way space to bring a connection through Pony Express and east of there. And so, but I was surprised when I saw that note because that may change the potential for a connection to Front Runner if they propose and move the station. They're moving it further north, so right where Old Mill hits, or they're proposing to move it to where Old Mill hits Pioneer Crossing, right in that area.
I think that may still work. What we've looked at is various options how to connect it there. So it would be heading east, of course, but you could go northeast from at Old Mill, or you could go southeast, or, I think there are some options still of how Pony Express can tie in and other connections can tie in. But yeah, I guess that's something we'll have to take a closer look at.
Okay. If that's a surprise, I would just suggest you take note and have a look at their agenda for, I think, their meetings tonight. And they've got a pretty detailed description of what they're doing there.
Right. Thank you.
And we probably ought to forward that on to Sarah and Ken so that you're aware. I thought it went to the city council.
It went to council and mayor and then all of us, but none of the city staff.
Yeah, that's interesting that staff hasn't seen that.
Okay.
If you have something you can forward, please do
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you bet. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave you a little heads up. That's kind of surprising that they don't communicate that directly, or MAG doesn't communicate that. I would think that'd be a MAG item.
If it's been within the last week, MAG wouldn't have said anything until maybe the meeting,
Okay,
Yeah.
so.
fair enough.
I'm wondering just how far along it is, if it's just a proposal at this point, or.
It sounded kind of like it was, that they were in discussion mode, but they wanted our support for it to happen.
It's a very detailed proposal.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure if the council and the mayor have received copies of that there will be some official response coming, but it would be good for us as staff to be aware of it.
Yeah, I'll forward you a link to that item right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Carn. Any other commissioner comments? Okay, so as a reminder, we have the fall conference coming up it's on October 9th and 10th. For commission members, there's a track on the 10th, and that's that Friday. So, and then just really quick, Commissioner Mann, will you be at the meeting on September 25th, October 9th?
Yes, as
Okay.
far as I know, unless I become deathly ill or something.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we will have a quorum for both of those meetings if we do want to go ahead with them. And then if you do still want to go to that fall conference, can we still just reach out to Wendy about?
So, I
Okay.
believe, yeah. I don't know about registration. I believe you can. Is it too late to register for the fall conference?
I don't think so. And the cost for
One day versus.
volunteers or the commission
Lower.
it's 85.
Yeah, so the three of you that have been registered for that conference, you're registered for both days.
Yeah.
So just so you're aware that you can attend both days.
And Thursday they're good sessions, and they end at 5, so you could leave early if you have a desire, but,
And they're set up as such that you could leave early if
yeah.
you needed to.
Food's good.
Okay. All right. And now for the director's report.
I don't have anything specifically.
All we had was the fall conference. So there is, that item on the 9th has been confirmed. So it is likely that Austin will be coming back to present that. So there will be a quorum. That would be great.
Okay, perfect. And do we have a need to move to a closed session? Nope, perfect. And we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting.